Hi, I'm Elemi from Yeyeo Botanica. Welcome back. So we at Yeyeo are your modern approach to traditional beliefs. We are a spiritual and wellness supplier for all of you who say, how do I get some of those items? Just come to our website or come to our store. Today, those of you who are on your spiritual journey, this video is for you. If you're thinking about getting involved in your own spiritual journey, which is all about you, again, this video is for you. Give me a thumbs up, hit the bell for notifications. In the description box below, click that link and get on my email list and find out about all the events and trainings that we have. Today, we're going to talk about 7 items for your spiritual journey. So maybe I'll add a little extra, one as a sweet thing at the end, and I have something free that I'm giving you guys to help you on your journey. So let's get started and look at that list that everyone needs to have for their spiritual journey. I like to say that spiritual journey is really a life of taking your spiritual path. Whatever it is that you feel is on this path, that's about your life and your connection to the source and your connection to your spirituality, right? So when people talk about a journey says there's some kind of destination. And so I want to encourage you guys to think that there are various stops. So there's one step in your journey, which is your first level of development, another step in your journey, another level of development, and so on and so forth. And so your spiritual life is like a ladder. You start out just finding out about basic things. And then after you master those, then you start to incorporate that into the next layer of your spirituality, and then the next layer, and so on and so forth. And so one of the things that I teach, especially to people that I mentor, is a foundational thing that you must have. And I know that a lot of you guys who think that you're really far on your journey, you're gonna go, I can't believe she said that, which is a color chart. Every single person needs to have a color chart. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you guys about the color chart again. So the color chart is something everyone needs to have familiarity with colors. What is white for? Well, white is inclusive of every color. And it is a reflective color. So things bounce out of white. And so in the spiritual world, you can use white as a foundation for almost anything. So white is a foundational color, especially around spirituality. Red is an example. I'm only going to give you guys a few examples in this video. Red. Well, what is red? It's a hot color. It's an active color, right? It's continuously moving color. It's not something that just sits still, right? So it's continuously active. It's hot. Well, heat equals action, right? It spurs things to move. It's really bold, right? It catches the eye, and so on and so forth. This is why people give red roses, right? For love and passion and things like that. Of course, you can give white, you can give yellow for friendship and other things, but I'm just giving an example. Blue. Well, we think about blue skies, blue ocean. Blue is a color for family, for nurturance, for the home. It's also used for justice and other things. Please watch my candle colors video. You get a lot more information about each color. I actually show you the candles, talk about the colors, but colors are so important. Yellow, another color. I gave you primary colors because all colors come out of primary colors, right? So yellow, the color of the sun, illumination, communication. It's the color of friendship. It's the color of bringing things in. So again, if you're going to be on a spiritual journey using spiritual tools, crystals is an example. Well, crystals come in different colors. And so it's really important to understand this. This is a foundational tool. And 2021 is a foundational year and every year in a lot of ways. So that's one of the items, a color chart. Some kind of prayer book or affirmation book, right? Some way of giving information that comes to you that you can read. You can say prayers if you have an altar, if you want to pray with yourself, which still calls your guides to listen to you, to tap into the source. Whatever your perspective is, there are many people who are on spiritual journeys that say they are Christian and that they're Muslim, or they're just spiritual, or they're non-denominational. If you come from a Christian background, in the store as an example, we sell these books, collection of selected prayers. One is in Spanish, one is in English. But what's really great about these books is these come from Allan Kardec. They come from a Kardecian perspective, which I'm not going to get into right now, but within the book, it has prayers for peace in the home, for the child. It has various religious prayers, prayers for the guardian angel, prayers for travel, prayers for gratitude, all these different things. Sometimes people say to me, well, who do I pray to? Well, pray to whatever works for you, but more importantly than anything, say what you need. And sometimes when we read prayer books or affirmation books, it helps us to get that language that we're not able to kind of pull on our own. For people who are maybe not in a Christian perspective, a buddy of mine, she wrote this beautiful book called I Hear Olofi's Song. And this one is very much around, oh, by the way, her name is Ayoka Wiles Quinones. Great, great, great. She's going to be with us very soon. So in her book, it's very much prayers that have a Nigerian, Yoruba, ancestral tone. So I always say, pick what works for you. Color chart, something to pray with, even if they're affirmation cards, right? A journal of sorts that you can write down thoughts that come to you while you're experiencing this new chapter of your spiritual self, right? So even if you're not a writer, I like to tell people, then record yourself on a memo. Almost everyone's phone has some kind of memo in there that they can just record themselves. And recording yourself is an excellent, excellent tool. If you'd like me to do a video on how to bring forth manifestation through hearing yourself, comment below. And I would love to see some of the things that you guys read in terms of getting your affirmations, getting your prayers. I love, love, love to see what people have, and I love to buy some of them. In addition to having a quiet space or time. So some people live with a lot of people, or they have children, or they have a lot of activity in their environment, and they say, oh, I can't find a quiet place. Well, you can sit in a car. You can go to the park. You can go to the park and sit in the car, right? I tell people sometimes you have to use a restroom or use the bathroom in your house if that's the only quiet place that you have. Start with 5 minutes of just being quiet. Don't worry about the thoughts that come to your head. You can't have your phone on. You can't have distractions. Just sit quietly. Then the next time, here is one of my sweet things for you guys today. I want you to take 5 minutes. I want you to actually time yourself for 5 minutes. Only talk about what you're grateful for. It could be something so simple as, I'm grateful that I had breakfast today. I'm grateful that I had a bed to sleep in. I'm grateful that my check came in. I'm grateful that someone told me they love me. I'm grateful that my pet is here. Whatever. 5 minutes of what you're grateful for. 5 minutes of sitting quietly. 5 minutes of what you're grateful for. Essential oils. There are 2 essential oils that I think are really good for people who are starting a spiritual journey. I make a crown anointing oil that's really, really great for kind of focusing your mind. I also make a snake oil that a lot of you guys, I have a cult following of my snake oil. So if you have an opportunity, definitely try it. However, lavender is a staple for a lot of people. Why? Because you can use it for a child. You already have it in your home. You can use it in a spiritual bath. You can use it in a spray. You can put drops of it in the bottom of the shower. I mean, the list goes on and on of how you can use lavender, right? So I'm giving you something that has kind of a sweet vibration to it and calming, and something that has more cutting, which is tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is something that has a very strong scent, and you usually have to maybe dilute it with something, but it's good if you're a person who is not really ready to take spiritual washes or baths. These two oils are fantastic as a part of your spiritual toolkit or your must-haves in your spiritual journey. And the last thing is a white candle. Whether it be a tea light, I prefer that you have something that has a little height. So it could be what we call penny candles. They're about 4 inches long. Could be a long taper. It could be all different kinds of candles. We have ones in glass and so on and so forth. A white candle, remember we said this is a foundational color, and it's inclusive of it can be included with any other color. White is a fantastic color to have because it brings forth peace, clarity, and it invites your spiritual guides to come and assist you. So I gave you some things for your spiritual journey. I hope that this was helpful. And in the link below is my free color chart. You guys who are on the YouTube channel are the ones that get this chart. So remember, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell for notifications. I love to see those comments, and see you next time. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like us, share us with others, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell for notifications, and come visit us in the store. Check us out on all social media. See you next time.